Greetings and welcome back to Planetbase, everyone! This is the first episode that I will be recording after having started to upload Planetbase. So this is the first episode in which I can actually act on any of the advice that has been offered to me. And I just want to start by saying thank you to everyone who has taken the time to offer me any feedback, either on advice on things that I could do better, or just congratulating me on things that I already have done well, or just things that I've managed to learn myself over the first couple of episodes. Now, the very first thing I'm going to do is this. That has been asked for so much. Oh my lord, has that been asked for. Now, the second thing I'm going to do is shut down all the domes so I can actually see inside. There we go. That's nice and useful for me. Now, there are a couple of things that we desperately need to do. And probably the chief among them is to start breaking down some of these things and moving them elsewhere. This is going to be a little bit of a pain. Basically, we're funding these smaller windmills and stuff like that with spare parts, when it would be better if we had larger ones that achieve the same overall power supply. So we've got, is this a large? Yes, these are too large. I would like 3 of those. The other thing I want to do is I want to try and pull the power a little bit closer. So the thing that we're going to do with that is we're going to start moving power over here. Currently we've only got 2 metal. We are producing, what are we producing? You know what, I would actually like to downgrade that. We're making spare parts, we don't currently have any. That is going to be an issue, and it's going to be an ongoing issue. I think what we want to do is just well, we can just recycle this one straight up. Don't need it. Let's get it back. That way we're not going to be spending our precious resources on it. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to shut this down. We don't need it right now. We'll hook that up a bit later. I do want this side to be my sort of landing area, but there is a lot of stuff that we can do elsewhere. One of the first things is I want to start moving all of the power production onto this side of the colony, near this entry point, this airlock, so that people can easily repair things. Now, we have got meteors, and that's something else I'm going to need to work on fairly soon, actually. Alright, we want to go ahead and get ourselves, let's see, I've just gotten rid of a smaller windmill. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to pull that one down as well in time. But let's go ahead, and we can also get, well, no, we can't get rid of that, unfortunately. It's connected to too many other things. We could hook that up. What is my water grid like at the moment, actually? Let's quickly have a look at that. Water, we're doing fine. I could happily remove this. How much is it producing? Yeah, we can live without this one, so we're going to get rid of that. We are promptly going to get rid of this. There we go. Now we're going to start moving a bunch of this stuff over here and then working on that. It's going to take us a little while to get all of this done, but hopefully it will be well worth the effort in the end. Let's start with a solar plant somewhere around here. That'll do. Large solar plant. Now currently we are building a telescope. Or we will be building a telescope. Now, it doesn't matter to build the water. Is that that's a medium? Can I make a large one? Is that an option? It doesn't matter to build these sorts of things far away. Yeah, there's medium, there's large. These are fine then. I could keep this, as it is a large solar panel. Tempted to. Oh, please tell me that this actually passes power through while it's turned off. Power grid consumes 98. We're only producing 31. Okay, it's starting to go up now. Still not exactly great, I'll be honest. Got a bunch of people heading in. We have a visitor ship. I don't mind visitors stopping by. That's fine. But for the time being, we are going to be in kind of a lockdown state. There's a lot of things we need to do. A number of people have asked me to build a robotics factory. That makes a lot of sense. I will be getting onto that in the fairly near future. Let's actually speed things up. Go all the way to the top speed, and we'll try and get the energy set up quickly. Once energy set up, then I can start looking at all of the other things that I want to do. I don't mind, again, having the power supply, the water, all of that sort of stuff all the way out here, because it doesn't seem to ever need to be maintained. I'm not sure if this is ever needed to be maintained. I don't believe it does. These others, they're all excellent, but these are wearing down, so okay. I'm going to assume that that won't need it. I will be moving this, though. There's a large solar panel. That's great. Let's go ahead and build another one straight away, and then I'm going to be fairly happy with that. So, can we get this? Oh, we can actually get it out there, but I don't really want it that far away, I'll be honest with you. Let's instead build it about here. There we go. Once that's set up, I can start stripping away these other ones. Let's have a quick look. Power grid is crazy high right now. This produces 80 at maximum. This produces 50. So once this is done, and it's going to need a fair chunk more resources, and our metal supplies are going to go down whilst that's happening, but it'll be worth it in the end because we can get rid of this. Also, I wouldn't mind getting this connected up because then we can just dump that and it's not going to affect these things out here. In fact, we can put a telescope out there in that spot. This, however, is going to be a problem. Now, the way that we're going to want to deal with that, we're going to have to try and chain a few things together in order to do this. I'm going to get rid of this and replace it with a large. In fact, we're going to have like a large power supply storage area over there. How's everything else going? We're doing generally okay with the meals. We've got plenty of meat, plenty of loads of things, honestly. Visitor ship is here. You know what? Let's go ahead and shut down visitor ships for the time being, because they're kind of taking up room. Now, how many workers we got? We got 13, 12. We probably need a couple more engineers, so we're going to increase that. We're going to leave our medics at 5%. No, the guards at 5%, I think. There we go. That should be a reasonable setup there. Now, I am going to be building robotics fairly soon. I do want to get most of my power moved across before then, though. How's everything going there? We've got one metal required there. Our metal is kind of seesawing back and forth. If we can get a trade ship, it would be ideal, as then I can deal with all of this. We've built... No, we haven't built that connection just yet. We are going to need it soon, though. What's this? Colonist ship. Okay, what are we getting? We've got two engineers and a botanist. Okay, not too bad, all things told. Let's just double check that. So we're up to 6 engineers now, 13 botanists, 13 workers, 5 medics. You know what? We're going to turn that off for now as well. Run out of space. Yes, yes, we have. I'm glad you've noticed. Got plenty of that coming in. Having some bots that would do the hauling will definitely help us. Let's check on the grid for oxygen. Oxygen-wise, well, we're doing okay. Water, not nearly. Well, water grid consumes 9.5 and produces 16. Then why? I don't quite see that myself, but okay. Not quite sure what's going on there. Is it, oh, right, we're slowly depleting this. Okay. Is that because perhaps we don't have enough power? Let's have a look. Wind strength has just gone down. There we go. That's a lot better. Alright, so we've got our next solar panel set up. I'll allow these connections to be made quickly. Right, that one's been done, so we can now get rid of you without too much concern. Okay, sorry about this, everyone. I quickly need to get you all back indoors. Everyone inside. No more building, please. Quite a shame. I know, I know. Alright, we're fairly low on metal, which is a big concern. But if we recycle this, how much will we get from it? I need that to be built first, but once I've got rid of that one... How much would we get? Well, we can't see how much we'd get back, but how much would I get from you? 5 from you. I'm going to say probably about similar sort of thing from you. We can get rid of this one straight away, actually. So 4, 4, and 5. What's our grid like at the moment? We're probably massively over-reducing, really. Yeah, we got stupid amounts. I need to focus on the storage then for now. I can drop these, and these two I think will be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and tell them to scrap that one immediately. Oh wow, you're stuck outdoors. Oh, this is not good. You are hauling stuff back. You fool! Everything is dropping. I'm not sure. It's my medic as well. What a numpty. Oh well. Right, so we want a vast power storage. Vast, I say. Can't seem to fit it there. Well, you know what? I could just build it off here if I really want to. Something like this. No particular reason not to. There we go. Everyone is allowed back out. We've run out of space. Well, yes, that will happen. Time to time. We don't want it to be a small. We really want it to be a large at this point. We could just build it around here, I guess. And that won't be terribly bad. Yeah, it's only going to take 4 metal. So go ahead, get that hooked up. We should be okay. These two are generating vast amounts of power for me right now. And let's speed things up again. Oh yeah. So just as soon as someone comes out and fixes that for me, we'll be good. How are we doing for medkits? Oh, actually not too bad. Not too bad at all. Let me revisit my production. Guns. Wow, really? I'm gonna make 30 guns? No. There we go. Who've we got? We've got a trader. Thank goodness. Oh, really? Oh, man. I will be buying the drill bot. That's an obvious one. I'll be buying all of the metal. We do not need the starch, obviously. All of the spares as well. Oh, it would have been such a good time to pick this up. It would really have been a good time to get that. We've currently got a fairly good increase on this going, and starch is just going through the roof. I could sell some medical supplies. They're worth 25. It's only worth 5 though. See, the problem here is it's gonna really hit us hard, but oh no, wait. I mean 35 commission on anyway. Okay, well in that case I'm not gonna worry about any of it. I'll just flat out just buy it out of coins. This will help us quite a lot, I feel. So can I, is there no way of me just double clicking maybe? No. Ah, scallywags. So I've got to click all the way up to 405. Well, those coins helped out in the end. So there we go. Get to work, drill bot. Work very hard, please. Someone has broken their leg. That is not so good. Okay, so we've got 9 metal now. That's fantastic. That needs to be recycled. Don't want small ones. Even though that actually isn't hurting us in any way, we just don't want them. Now, outdoors, loads of people have been asking me to make more of these. So, yeah, okay. Guess it does make sense. There's no particular reason to hook it up to anything, but I'll hook it up over here. Now we want this one to be gone. There we go. We are slowly putting things to rights. We've got a load of metal there now. I would like to have one of the giant windmills over here. Can I get this anyway? Yes, I can. But I would like it more... Perhaps there? Yeah, actually that's quite a nice position right there. And we'll hook it up in 2 places. Just to prevent any meteorites just severing a link that's that important to us. Right, so we've got some energy storage. I may end up just moving everything from over here over there instead. I guess it doesn't really matter that we've got that. It's not requiring maintenance that I can see. So that should be fine. Right, we want one more gigantic storage, and that's probably going to end up having to be there. Which is a bit of a shame. Can I link this up? No. Well, in that case, let's see if I can place down a telescope. I prefer to have a large one if I can. That'll do. There we are. Once we've got that, we should be able to start looking into the potential of setting up a anti-meteor laser gizmo. And it'll be grand. It'll be glorious, I tell you. Okay, I'm fairly happy with the way things are going right now. Metal is still on the down, but our power is looking a little bit better. We can probably get rid of this one now as well. Let me just check our grid. We are vastly overproducing. It is nighttime though, but we've got a huge stockpile at the moment, so let's go ahead and recycle this. Gives us a load more parts. Honestly, these alone are pretty awesome. Right, what have you got? You've got 5... Right, you've literally got nothing I want, so... Take care. We could go ahead and build another gigantic wind turbine here. And then we could just start salvaging all of the power facilities we've got, because we just won't need them at that point. I think that would be a good way to go. It's going to be expensive, yes, but hopefully very much worth it. There we are. Okay, right. Well, I'm fairly happy with the way that's going. We've got plenty of beds, though a couple of people have pointed out this is a bad idea because these buildings are now completely cut off. Wasn't what I meant to do. It was a dirt move. Very much a dirt move. So I probably will rebuild the lab elsewhere. The good thing about rebuilding the lab as well is it would give me more room possibly for the meat, which is quite important. Right, telescope has been built. Huzzah! Percentage prediction chance, okay. And getting a larger one of those as well eventually would be quite nice. Right, it's going to take a little while to get all of the metal over there that we need. At this point, it might actually be worth getting rid of this just to get back the metal. Which is one. No, we may as well keep it then. This, however, can now go. Goodbye to you. That is a good, hefty chunk of metal to be moved over. How are my people doing? Are we doing alright for meals? What kind of meals have we got? That's a burger. Basic meal. That's a basic meal. Basic. Basic. Apparently, if we look in this, we've got... Ah, there we are. Full list of recipes. Okay. Convert it into a basic meal. However, if the meal maker has enough variety of ingredients, it might be able to produce mixed meals like pasta, salad, or burgers. Lettuce, tomato, and peas is salad. Loads of salad recipes, actually. Oh my lord, so many salads. Pasta is wheat and mushrooms, wheat and tomatoes, rice, mushrooms, blah, blah, blah. Okay. That's actually kind of cool. We're going to be continuing to repair those useless buildings over there for a while, I suspect, which is a bit of a shame. However, once this is built, I strongly imagine we could have one more solar power plant, perhaps, and one more windmill, and it would be good in terms of our power output. Let's check on the grid. Yeah, our maximum power output is great. We need more storage, though, I think. Yes. Right there. Can I get it so that it'll bridge? Yes, I can. I think it's better to go for the possible loss of space efficiency with this to ensure that it bridges. Well, actually, that works out quite well. Let's connect these up. Then I can get rid of that. And we can start tearing apart that connection over there. go. 60% chance of finding something. 50% chance there. We haven't yet got a laser, so it's not really gonna help us much. What have you got for sale? You've got GM Onion DNA. That would probably be pretty good for us. We've also got a constructor bot. 65% commission. You can jog on, mate. Alright, as soon as we can start pulling these away, I think having maybe another giant solar panel would be probably one of the better options for us on the whole in terms of our space, rather than one of these, because they're particularly iffy. I mean, it's great to have them overnight, but as long as we've got vast enough storage, we don't actually need them. Only need 2 more metal. We should have that coming along, so then that can go. We'll have a load more metal then. And then we could look at having one of those laser defenders. One of these. We've got the processors we need, right? So we could have something like that around here. That might be quite nice. We may as well connect these up as well. If we're going to be keeping it, we might as well hook that up. But I think on that note, we're going to wrap up this episode. I have made great strides, I feel, towards addressing some of the chief issues that were pointed out in the comments and suggestions. And in the next episode, maybe the next episode or 2, we'll be continuing with that general theme of me trying to implement the advice that I've been given. But on the whole, fairly happy with the way things are, though. Wow, we've got to get rid of some of this starch. We've just got to get rid of it. We need more bioplastic manufacture, I think. Definitely. But as I said, that is going to be the end of this episode. I hope you've enjoyed and will be joining me for the next. And as always, I appreciate any feedback you can offer. And I shall see you in the next. But until then, do take care.